next on, right? Hello, everybody. My name is Kat Tarr. I'm from Vancouver, Washington, and I am one of the 30 members of this year's 30 under 30 cohort and a proud NSCAA member since 2005. The NSCAA is a community of soccer coaches whose members work every day to inspire their players and ignite the passion for our game. They pass it on to players, parents, and fans. The annual NSCAA convention brings all of this to life as we start our year with renewed commitment to this beautiful game. This year, the NSCAA celebrates 76 years of developing better coaches, better players, and a better game. On behalf of the association, I'd like to introduce to you Emma Hayes. Coach Hayes is currently the manager for Chelsea Ladies FC, succeeding and leading the team to the Women's FA Cup for the first time in 2015, quickly following it with the Women's Super League title to complete a historic and memorable double. She was the only female manager in that league, and in the previous season, her side had finished a close runners-up, thereby qualifying them for the Women's Champions League for the first time. She's held titles such as the youngest female head coach in W League history, W League National Coach of the Year in 2002, Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Coach of the Year in 2004, and Chicago Red Stars head coach and director of soccer operations in the WPS. I've actually had the opportunity to play under Coach Hayes, so I'm very excited, obviously, to introduce her today. Her topic will be transition, stopping the counter press. So please give her a hand, guys. Hold up.
Hello. Here we are. Brilliant. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's fantastic to be back. Probably about my 15th convention. When I listen to one of my former players reel off some of the list of achievements in my career, it just reminds me that I'm getting old. It doesn't make me feel particularly good, but hey, you know, I'm proud to be back in a country that has nurtured and developed my coaching career. And I'm even more privileged to be coaching this lot today, the UCLA girls. They won't let me down, I'm sure of it. We're going to play some good stuff, high energy. We're going to make sure throughout this entire session that every single player is involved. And I think it's really important. But my goalkeeper coach is with me today, and I argue with him daily about the importance of goalkeepers being in the entire session. And he, of course, reminds me of the specialism that is goalkeeping. And I say to them, well, every position is a specialist position. Therefore, every coach on our coaching staff potentially should be a specialist for each position. Which, of course, we can't do because none of us can probably afford that. But what I have made sure of is that we make sure the goalkeepers are involved in every aspect. And then if there is what I call some of their habitual work that they need to do, that they do that aside from the team session. Okay, what I'm going to do, 2 goalkeepers, either end, please. 5 of the pinks in here, but 2 of the strikers down here. 5 yellow defenders, midfielders there, 2 strikers there. The 2 girls, do me a favor, work behind the goalkeepers, the 2 in blue. Work behind the goalkeepers just to feed the ball into play. Okay. All right, girls, what we're going to do to warm up, ball at the goalkeeper's feet, please. You can see that we're just going to work in 2 boxes. So do you see the white cones? all the way up to the red cones. You're going to work in this area. The same for you girls. You're going to work in this space, and the goalkeeper's always going to restart the play. So there's going to be 2 balls working. It's very simple. It's a 5 versus 2, but you also have your goalkeeper, so that's an advantage, 6v2. All I'm going to ask you to do, you've got a 2-touch limit, just to begin with, but you have to check your shoulder before you receive the ball. So you have to look behind you to assess where pressure may be, and then as soon as you've played the ball, you have to assess it again. Can you show me? Ready? Excellent. All right, you 2 in here. Listen, I'll make it hard for them. Don't worry. You need to concentrate on getting those things right first to begin. It's just a keep away. Goalkeeper, you have 2 touches. We'll eventually progress it, but let's start getting ourselves warm. Okay? Off we go. Make sure you assess your shoulders. Make sure you check your shoulders. So you can see, for starters, just a keep ball session. I'm starting in a big area purely because I want to develop, at least in the players, them getting as many looks as possible. I'm not going to do anything dynamic with it, just making it difficult to begin with. I'm not going to put a 3rd defender in there. Okay, perfect, and hold it there. That's quite easy, right, girls? It's pretty easy. Now, I want you to do the same thing, but you play on 1 touch, because I'm not going to make you suffer so hard. But I equally know you're going to run hard for me, okay? So you play on 1, except for you. You have 2 touches, but I don't want you to stay there the entire time. I want you to stay connected to the play. So if you know that the ball's coming out in that direction, she's assessing her shoulder, do me a favor, go and close her down, right? Not a lot of space for her, but you've only got 1 touch. Play the ball into her. She's only got 1 touch. Can you put yourself in a good position, knowing that was just a warm-up, right? Ball back again. You're the only player that's got the opportunity to open the pitch up as much as possible. But of course, now you know you've only got 1 touch. Your look is so crucial to see if you can give yourself a yard of space from her. So you know that ball coming from there into the goalkeeper, if you check your shoulder and you see a player there, what can you start thinking of doing? Where? Yeah, like that, right? So now I want to see that you are looking before the ball's even come, and that once you've released it, you've looked again to find the next space. But I want you to involve your goalkeeper as much as possible. Okay, ready? Play. Okay, sorry, last part. Pinks, reward. Yellow, strikers, reward. You win it, smash it in the back of the net. Okay? 2 yellows. You win it, you strike on goal. Ready? Play. Come on. So now, the large space doesn't seem so large. Keep playing. Because now I get a chance not to assess technically, but I get to see the movement of the group. Brilliant. Restart again, goalkeeper. And play again. With just 1 touch, it gets a lot harder. And the strikers get more encouraged. Restart again. Keep playing. Keep checking your shoulders. So once I learnt that verbal communications a lot to a small percentage of what needs to be said to the players, and that non-verbal communications are more than 50%, it is so crucial from your warm-ups that players are in positions where they're constantly assessing as much as possible. We spend so much time talking about getting touches on the ball, but the reality is, at the top level of football, you've got to be in positions where, with less time and less space, you are in a position to assess quite quickly and then make a decision and then execute a decision. Now, watching this, what I'm going to do is I will just make it a little bit harder. Put a yellow bib on and get in there and be a striker with them, okay? For the girl in goal, put a pink bib on for her and put her in the middle as well, so we make it really hard. But I don't want to change the one touch, okay, as much as possible. For you, you may not always play short. You may be able to lift the ball if you're finding the pressures high. I want you to assess as well, okay? Now it's a bit harder, okay? You got a 5v3, so it's going to get much more difficult. All ready? Play. One touch, keeper on 2. Good. Restart again. Restart again. So just a basic warm-up. Keep ball. Look at the amount of movement in the box. Okay, part of what we're looking to do today, as you know, and you can tell from my accent, I get enough time watching Premier League football, and I get the chance to work with full-time professionals. So one thing's for certain, players are getting fitter, and as a result of getting fitter, they're able to do more and more things in games. And the one thing they're able to do more and more of is pressing. So one of the things that we look to develop in our players is solving lots of situations deep inside their half, knowing they're going to have to cope against an aggressive press. So quite instantly, without me being involved with the coaching, the goalkeeper is highly integrated into the session to make sure that they get a high number of actions to begin with. But also, what I should tell you is that from the last World Cup, Women's World Cup, and from the Olympics, more than 70% of goals are conceded from transitions in central areas. So it's so important for a team not only to be better equipped in these areas, but to react to make sure that the goalkeeper's alive out of possession. So you get a chance to assess that as well. Okay, good, and hold it there. All right, girls, stop there. Perfect. All right, ball back to the goalkeeper. Can one of the players just step out for a minute in the pink, and the same for the yellow? Actually, stay in there. Let's see how it goes first. We'll make the most of this space. Okay, Stuart, can we just give a little bit more space to my middle channel here? Perfect, yeah. That'd be great. And just a yard that side. It's great. Push it in line with me. They're just going to run. Yeah, just another yard that way. Keep going. Keep going. That's perfect. Brilliant. Okay, now I'm going to put a middle channel into the play. Okay, so do me a favor. Step into that area again. You've got your 5v3. We've got a middle area with no players in there. Now, I'm going to up the challenge because you've now got less space and you're going to have less time on the ball. But it's really simple. You cannot play the ball forward unless every player in the pink team has touched the ball, okay? So now you've got to be conscious how you get everybody on the ball. So do me a favor, make a pass to one of the players. Good. Now you know you've got to get every player on your team here involved with touching the ball, and then play to the next player. And there. Good, hold it there. Now, I really want the players to deal with making as many mistakes here so that when the space gets bigger, it gets easier. Now, once you've done that and you've solved pressure, boom, we're out. One of the strikers, you can now drop down into this area. Play the ball up. As we know, going forward, once we've beaten the press, you're often faced with situations where you're underloaded, where you don't have numbers up. So it's crucial that you're getting in support of the play. So I will let the closest players come and join. So I don't want the player at the back to come out, but you certainly can. You certainly can. You may consider it. And now you've got to get into that box to combine to get a shot off on goal. But you may make the decision, player pass in. You may make a decision to go around. I now open the pitch up a little bit because your movement may do enough to affect one of those defenders for you to turn and get a shot, okay? Simple, right? But you've got to come alive when those passes have been completed. To top it off, because I'm going to make sure you understand transition, once you finish there, I want you to sprint back into your box as quickly as you can. No pressure, right? Perfect. I'm going to try this with a 5v3 here, and I'm not, like I said, my players can do it, so I know you can. Okay? You ready to go? You've all got to touch the ball. So it's up to you. No, you can have any touches you like, but you've got to communicate with each other if somebody hasn't been involved with the play. Okay? So I want to hear you. Ready? Play. Of course, I am overloading the players where there is an awful lot of play in the defensive third. It's deliberate practice so that I can get them in situations where, this is the part you really need to understand, they need to make many mistakes, many of them, until they're more and more comfortable. And think about this just from a simple, practical level, and I may open it up a little bit. Stuart, give me another yard either side, just another yard so I can open it up. Keep playing, because you can see that it may take a little bit of time and you may have to adjust the pitch. This is coaching, right? This is what we have to do. But put them in situations where they turn over so that they're more and more comfortable. And you and I both know when I open this up in a minute, it's going to be easier. But I'm not going to start from an easy position. I'm going to start from a position, less time, less space, and they're overloaded immediately. And I want to see how many of them are looking, they're paying attention. Okay, good, and hold it there. If you're not going to recover that, and you're not in, listen, I love that you're going to try and win the ball there. The rest of you, boom, get back in that box quickly. Because once she has won the ball, what are you going to do? You're going to play straight up to your strikers, and you're in a position to transition immediately. And if it goes dead, Stuart will start the play again. All right? Let's have the ball back here with the goalkeeper. Keeper, use the depth, okay, as much as possible. You don't always have to make a short pass, okay? If you're finding, go high for me, go high, and the gaps are small, test yourself. Are you in a position to do that? Can you hit that? Show me. If you can't do it on the ground, can you clip it into her chest? Can you clip it into her chest from there? Listen, mistakes happen, right? You're going to master it by the end of the session. I'm certain of it. Ready? Play. Now I want intensity into what we're doing. Ah, good decision. Keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. Start again, goalkeeper. Quicker restarts. Come on. Quicker restarts. And play again. Keep assessing your head the whole time. Keep assessing your head. Good. Ah, well played. Keep playing. Can we finish? Okay, leave it there. Leave the ball there. Stuart, play the ball into the opposite end to the pinks. Good, and off we go. And hold it there again. Hold it there again. Pinks, be conscious, maximum width, maximum depth as much as possible. Open it up. You have to help them. So every time you make that pass, are you happy? Are you happy if she plays that ball there? Where are you less happy if she plays? Right now, in possession, where are you less happy? So now, you need to make her work a little harder. So your range mustn't always be there. It may be a little bit longer, because if you start doing that, player there, and she keeps doing that, what will your starting position be? If she keeps hitting that pass. Okay, ball back again. Now you've just bought yourself a couple of yards. Okay, as much as possible. Equally, ball out there, make the space as big as possible, because the last thing she wants to do is go from there to there. But if you're inside a little bit, she's happy. Make them work harder, okay? Ball back again. Remember, keep assessing your shoulders and play. Listen, the balls are like balloons too. Keep working at it. Sorry, it's gone the opposite end. Stuart's decided to go the other end. Keep playing. Listen, I've decided not to go easy on this. I can go 5v2 and everything looks pretty and marvelous and fantastic. Or I can put them in as many stressful situations so they're solving in the tight the entire time. Listen, what happened to the sprint back to the box? Oh, listen, I'm just checking. This ain't a holiday here. All right, who just put that ball over the bar? Well done. All right, go again, play. All right, it's better. You're starting to open the pitch up. Well played. So now it's getting a little harder. Okay, good, hold it there. Pinks, you are mastering it. I like it. Step here, inside for me. All right, so ball has gone there. Is she happy? Standing there, the ball's gone to you. You happy? How do we make her life harder? Play the ball in again. Because you know what? Everything's about making them suffer. How are we going to make her suffer? What did she do? Nothing. She didn't do anything, did she? You could have made her suffer there. Equally, how else could you? How do you make her move? Put your foot on the ball. Now what? She's put her foot on the ball. What have you just done? Where? You've opened space up there. So now what's the pass for you? Or, that's an option. Or there to go there. So make it, you don't have to keep passing the ball. If she don't want to work, you make her work. If you can't make a longer pass, stress her. Ball back in again, short. And play. I like it. Now look how big they're making this space. Boom, they're already transitioning really quickly. Girls, brilliant. Love it. Fantastic. Play again out the back. Let's see the yellows solve. So look, give you context. I would do this in 11v11. So we play a 3-4-3. So it'd be my 3 defenders and 2 midfielders in this area. And we play a narrow front 3. So the 3 strikers dropping into this area, they have to do that in this system as much as possible. So think about it in terms of your system and then how you put the numbers together so that it reflects your playing style as much as possible. Now it's just hard for the... Can we increase the ball speed though? Can we increase the ball speed? Okay, good, and hold the ball there. Listen, you are doing a great job. Can I have the ball back with this player? Stay where you were here. Ball back in here. Ball back in here. Yeah, come across where you were. Now, we've solved the press. We're out of there. And we don't want to let them be comfortable. So, I want you to get into the mindset, when you get into this area, how quickly can we get to goal? So if you turn and face, and you take 3 seconds to make that decision, they are recovered. But if you turn, open your hips, play, turn, open your hips, play, they're not going to enjoy it. Why? Because they can't get close to you. So, play quickly to her. Open your hips. Play quickly. They're not going to get close to you whatsoever. But that will only work if there is movement, especially from players looking to get on the end of it. So you've got to work at getting long and beyond and getting on the end of this quick passage of play. Ball back again. Listen, you know what happens with coaching here. We show them a picture, they read it, so you might have to create another one. Ready? Play. My girls, listen, who wants a contract? This is brilliant. Go again. Ready? Out the back. And let's quicken the play. Come on, I want to get even faster. Use your goalkeeper where you need. Play out the back again. Sorry, Stuart. Sorry, Stuart. Play again. Play again. So look how many touches the goalkeeper's involved with throughout the whole period. I'm not letting the keeper just go long to begin with. I want the keeper to find short and long situations in a really, really tight space. And finish. Hey, yellows, turnover, transition defensively, especially down that central corridor. Narrow off, switch on. Boom, nice finish. It's gone down here again. Come on, we're getting sloppy. Make it quicker, make it quicker. Everybody's got to touch the ball. Every single player. Listen, that was much better at getting around the ball, yellows, in the turnover. Play again. Quicker. Come on, goalkeeper. Well done. Who else needs to touch it? Get round the ball. Get round the ball. Good. This is much faster. Improve the speed. Well done, girls. Anybody else got to touch it? Can it get faster? Took too long. We're letting them recover. Move the ball. Okay, good, and hold it there. Listen, yellows, not bad, but we can do better. Get in possession of the ball. I know you're good with your feet. Come up, come close again. I want you to get into the mentality, once we've come out of this area, play and move without the ball. I want you to be so disruptive without the ball. So if you make a pass somewhere, I want you to think about where the space is. So what's available to you right now? You assess, you tell me, okay, where's the space for you to run into? So if you play in there, where's space for you? Space. Show me here where there's space. So important.
For me?
Yeah, for you.
There.
Okay, so if you start moving like speed without the ball, what are you thinking? Shit. Worry. Sorry for the swear word. Worry. Now, that split second may mean for you turn, shoot. May do. It may mean that if, go and close it down on the inside, you take a touch backwards, and whose run you're going to find in between? Okay? Yeah. So now you've got different situations. Come back on the ball again. Remember, find the player, then find the space, and move without the ball. Ready? Play. Find the space. Find the space. Every player touch it. Every player touch it. Every player touch it. As quickly as we can. So as we see so much with keep ball possession situations, when every player has to be involved in this part, they can't stand still. And you'll see it so often if it's a 6v2 or 6v3, yeah, I can be involved. If they haven't got near the ball, they have to work harder to do that, to get on the ball. Of course, I am overstimulating. I am over developing the play out of this area, but I'm doing it. This is deliberate practice to make sure it becomes easier, especially as the session goes on. Well done. Keep playing. Keep playing. Can we get out? Can we get out? Well played, girls. Move without the ball. Think about it. Okay, good. And ball back in again. Okay, let's have the ball back again. Who played the ball into this area? You did. Drop down in here again. So, strikers, as much as possible, you have to think about coming into this space as late as possible. Okay, so they've completed what they're doing. But if you're in here early, that makes everything easy. Okay, so you have to wait for as long as possible, and then quick decision to come in to this area. Can you then try and play? What are you thinking? What are you thinking now? I'm just curious. In and back, or is that the best option to get it back to her? Have you moved them?
No.
How do you move them? Because you know what? You need to do this with your players. We often tell our players what to do. We need to ask them what they know. How do you move them?
have her stay more, and then like.
So you're thinking, are you helping her here in possession? How can, so go back there again. She's got possession of the ball. How can you influence those two with your movement?
Round and round.
Show me. Hold it there. If you go in there, are you helping or hindering her? Are you helping her if you go there, or are you hindering? You're not helping, sorry, excuse that. Really English. So how do you help her if she makes that decision? What have you created? Space and potentially, you know she's the best 1v1 player in the country. You know that, right? So no danger whatsoever. So listen, it's on. But you know what? If she doesn't want to come out and defend you, what's available to you then? You're really going to go at her, because I know you've got 14 step-overs before you get to her there, and you're going to bury it in the bottom corner. Yeah? Come back out again for me. Play the ball in again. Make decisions from there. But listen, get into good habits. Tight touch, turn, bang, go. Quick decisions. Ready? Play. Late decision. Go on then. Replay again out the back. Perfect. Listen, don't let the team settle. Once you've got out of that defensive third, play again. Last couple. Finish. Keeper's going to learn. And she needs to learn. And it's okay. And this is where your goalkeepers are useful, working behind with the keeper. They're involved the entire time. Excellent. Good decision. I like the late movement. Hey, fantastic movement. Good. Well played. Go again. So listen, you can develop that. They don't always have to play to the player in there. They can do what that player just did and go long as much as possible. And if your players can master this, make it smaller, make it tighter. Don't make it too easy. Make the pitch big. I know, it's one of those slippy ones. Play again, yellows. Everybody touch the ball. Last minute. Last minute doing this. Great, switch. Keep playing, keep playing. Who else has got to touch the ball? Of course I'm overcooking it and overstimulating it, because like I said, I'm going to open the pitch up in a minute and it's going to be really easy for them. Okay, good. And hold it there, girls. Let me just reset the pitch up. Brilliant. Stuart. Thank you, Corinne. Give me as much width as possible. Perfect. Give me a little bit of an area in this central area. Stu. Couple yards that way. Give me a little bit more. About 10 yards in that area. Be perfect. Okay, 3 defenders, please, here. Against 3 strikers. Yeah? 2v2 in the middle area. It's a 3v3 here. Listen, by the way, I don't make it easier for the defenders. I'm now making it harder for them. Okay? 2v2 in here. And you should have a 3v3 in the back area. All right? You can have exactly the same rules if you really, really want to. But I'm now giving us maximum width. So we're seeing, I can only talk about my own country, and watching the development of a 3-back system and how crucial it is to develop players in the wider spaces being in positions to make the most to get on the ball. So you have to work up until the edge is there. And you know what? You may work as low as that blue line as well, right? We've got a huge area here. Gone are the days where we're going to have simple centre-backs that are going to get on the ball in the most comfortable of spaces. You're going to have to get on the ball in line, square with the goalkeeper, and sometimes as wide as you possibly can, because you're going to make her work hard, okay? It's simple. I will start to begin with where you all have to touch it again before the ball can come out, okay? Just so I see how you're managing space. So if you play into the central player, you know who's the most open player? Goalkeeper. And you have to try and work angles to get on the ball. And it may even involve coming short to the ball. Okay. The reward of winning the ball quickly is a goal. So I want you to get into the mentality of win it early, score a goal. You will not make her any better if you do not pressure her backside hard. So I want you to make her life difficult as much as possible. Okay? Now, if every player has then touched it, goalkeeper, you get the chance to work on your longer distribution, because you can now play to one of the midfielders in this area or one of the strikers that drops into this area to create the overload. So it may involve a late movement, you just coming into this box here, keep coming, but you can't be followed by a defender. So there's a 3v2 in this situation. If you hit a ball high up in the air, is it easy for the defender or harder if it's high? So if you put a high ball in the air to her, the taller player behind her, you are tall for your height. If it's high, will she loop above her and win the ball? If it's high, is it a defender's ball or an attacker's ball if it's nice and high? Defenders. So what have you got to think about if you have to lift that ball? Do you think it's got to be quite flat? You think about that, okay? Get back into your box, get inside that, yeah, you've got this full area. This should be easy now because you've been working in a small space. This should be piss easy. Ready? Play. I can already see, right? If I'm assessing this, I want to make sure the Pinks make this pitch as big as possible. So even in possession, she's starting to think to make sure she stays as wide as possible. Often players just follow the ball to go and get around it. Yeah, but you better get back. No defending in that middle zone from the strikers. Okay, good. Start again. So that I'm clear, an attacker can come into the middle box, but we can't track them, all right, as much as possible. And if teams are bursting forward, so if they steal it and they burst forward, let them go for now, okay? Just so that it's harder for the three defenders. You're getting there, okay? Play the ball in again. Yeah. All right. As soon as you've made your pass to the goalkeeper, what is your natural reaction if she's going out in that direction? Okay, but listen, we are as good as Barcelona. We're not losing the ball. Not a chance. Yeah. And your distribution is out of this world. So, make your next pass. Where is the space? Block the line off for me round there. If we have to then go back to the goalkeeper because it's not on to play there, you are in such a good position that at least we're going to make her sweat. So you have to start thinking about it. You have to trust her in possession, but equally keep the pitch as big as possible for as long as possible. Okay? Ready? Play again. Start from the keeper. Every player involved with it. Good. Oh, I love it. I love it. Because you know what? I think defenders need to solve pressure one-on-one. That is the next level of the game. It has to happen. They're going to be in more 1v1 situations more often. Why? Because the pressing game is getting better. So you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do it. Play again. Play again. I'm not going to give them the overload yet. I'm going to keep them low in this pitch. Ah, well played. Love it. Go again. Go again. All I'm saying to you is think about now you really get to see your defender building out from the back instead of it looking absolutely marvellous. It has to look difficult and ugly. It has to look a position where they have to work. Sorry, go down this end. Sorry, girls. Okay, good, and hold it there again. All right, ball back with the goalkeeper. Stand there for me, where you were. All right, no, yeah, come here, again, where you were. Yeah, sorry, you come here. You stand there for me. All right, so, ball went back to the goalkeeper, okay, yeah?
Yes.
Come here, where you were. And you went into that area there, didn't you? Okay, play the ball back again. There. Rather, if you go there, what are they thinking? Okay, so as the ball goes in there, what are you thinking? Go on then. Hold it there. Where's the bit of space? Can you get in that little space in between? Okay, all right. What about you? What are you thinking then? Really? Let me tell you, now you go in there, play there. Listen, you might not be that high to begin with, but you might move into that area because now all of a sudden we're out. Because this sweeper, this central player, can now play that side, but you can now get it this side, and boom, we're out in this direction. Play in. Okay, now we're out. All three of you have touched the ball. So, if you are in 1v1 situations and you are under pressure here, do we want to lose the ball in this area of the pitch? So what will you think about if you've got pressure? Okay, you can play it, lay it back, show me. Or, what else can you start thinking about? And, so you got that as an option. Perfect, show me again. What are you thinking again after this? Yeah. You're going to move, aren't you? Equally, ball back again. She's happy, that pink player right now. How do we make her unhappy before you've even touched the ball? We're going to make her life difficult. Show me. I like it, right? Little bits of movement, but even, you might even think about not even being involved with the play. Because now, if you move out of that space, move to another space, what are you thinking? Or, she's got to come in this area, you're trying to cause her nightmare. What might you start thinking of? She's got that area of the pitch. Where's there another piece of space? Is there anything in here? In my world there is. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Hold it there. You're good enough to make that pass, aren't you? Definitely. Now you are, I was going to use a swear word, but I won't. You're in big trouble. Because we've now got what in the wide area? Potentially a 2v1 overload here. Uh-oh. So, your movement has done everything for the team, okay? As much as possible. Ball back again. Start over there. Play to the keeper. Central player. Think about giving us a little bit of depth. Keep the width without going too high too soon. Think about it. Ready? Ball back over there. That's it. Yeah, go back to the keeper. And play. Good. Keep finding little movements either side. Well done. Well done. Oh, I love it. I love it. My team are going to get out. Oh. Keep the pitch nice and big. Goalkeeper, look forward to. Look forward to. Look at the goalkeeper, so stressed. Everyone tells me how good goalkeepers are in America, and they are the best. But we need to stress them further. Even more. Keep going. Ready? Play again. All right. Brilliant. Brilliant. Ball back with the keeper. I'm not going to put them restrictions on you anymore. Midfielder. You can now come into this box and help them out because the pinks will start marking the yellow players, right? Obvious. They're going to think, if I mark the yellows, not the goalkeepers. Now what I'm going to let you do is if no one wants to press you, and you hit the most penetrating pass to a midfielder, so a midfielder drop into this box, play it into the midfielder, you don't have to include everybody else, you turn out and you go at that back four as quickly as we can, all right? But again, we're not going to let them recover. But I love it, you're already on your bike. You're definitely going to end up in the right position. Where's the space? Okay, what do you need to start thinking about? Maybe late movements into these areas. Play the ball in. What do these two defenders not want to face now? These two. What don't they want? Does she want, she's happy for you there, maybe?
No.
What does she want? What does she not want? Tell me what you don't want. You don't want her. You don't want her to go there. So all of a sudden, ball goes out there because she's flying. How are you making space for her? Where are you going? You're going towards that goal, aren't you? Go on, get at her. Get in that box. Get in that box. Get in that box. Now we've been in an area where we've got loads of numbers and we finish. Boom. Well played. Ball out the back again. So remember, the midfielder can pop into this space now. And if the three strikers want to be lazy, fine. Find the midfielder that drops short and then we're out immediately. You don't even have to play through everyone else. Ready? Play. Yeah, so look what the Pinks start doing. Now they get an even more opportunity. Move the ball quickly. I love the way you're getting maximum width for us. Where's our midfielder? Is she finding space? Keep working the ball. Hey, do you need to keep us narrow? Excellent. You got your keeper for that. Well played. Oh, I love it. Now they're working. Can we get out? Can you find the penetrating pass? Ah, goalkeeper, I love it. Well played. Listen, right idea is the transition.
Yeah, I got. Hey, this way.
Play it again. Can we move without the ball? Uh-oh. Can we move without the ball? Oh, I love it. Play from the goalkeeper down the other end. Come on. I want us to play quicker. Goalkeeper, keep working those angles. You see, goalkeeper. If you can hit the forward pass to the midfielder, I'm going to encourage it as much as possible. That's lovely. Well played. Oh, look at the movement on the outside. Well played. Hey, sprint back to the boxes. Come on. Quicker. Let's go again. Oh, well done. Good late movement. Look at it. Have we got an overload? Can we finish? Can we finish? Boom! Well done, you. Go again. Good feet. Keep it alive. Well done. Keep it alive. Fantastic feet. Don't make the pitch small. Switch on to the defending. Sprint back to your boxes, please. No bad habits. Can you find the penetrating pass to the midfielder? Hold it there. Ball back with the goalkeeper. Can she see you? Could you see her? Can you trust yourself? You're good enough to do that. Give her the ball. Open hips. Now you're out. Move without the ball. Ball back with the keeper again. Listen, good visual though. Good non-verbal cue. Ready? Play again. Good. You're out. Beaten an entire line in one movement. Can we finish? Don't let them settle. Sprint back, please. Come on, girls. Last couple of minutes. Can we find our midfielder? If not, oh, well done. Don't move forward too quickly from that top box.
Sir.
Good look on your shoulder, keeper. Ah, girls, you're doing really well. But listen, the risk of the turnovers are going to happen in certain pieces. But you have to overtrain this area. But also, getting into the players' heads that once we've gone past this area, this is where we can commit numbers forward. Sprint back to the box, girls, come on. You can get all the physical outcomes as much as possible and hold it there, and hold it there. So, I'm going to make it harder again, even harder. And we do lots of this at Chelsea, which we just call tactical positional sessions, where now I want to take a midfielder out from pink. Go and sit down. So I will start out where you have one number less, okay? Yeah, as much as possible. So now you have one number less. I'll do a couple of minutes of that, and then I'm going to drop another number out so it gets even harder by the end of the session. Okay? Ready? Play. Now you can hold it there. Sorry again. Use all the area. Ignore the cones. Ignore the cones back to the goalkeeper. Back to the goalkeeper. No rules. You're just a number down. If you can find the highest pass first, I encourage it. Ready? Play. I love the amount of width you've got for our back players. Now, this is harder. In terms of taking the player out, I could leave two midfielders in here quite easily and take a striker out. But I want the strikers to come into those areas. That's why I take a midfielder out. In a minute, I'll take another striker out, get even harder for them. But you will find, in playing out from the back, do it in smaller spaces. If you do it in smaller spaces, when they play 11v11 at the weekend, really easy, okay? When you're playing pressing, if you're developing the pressing, play in bigger spaces, so that when they play at the weekend, it feels nice and easy. So you got a number up. Pink, ready? Sorry, number down, sorry. Yellow, ready, play, yellows, you got the number up. We should win the ball easy, so now it's harder for the pink team. So much harder, or so you think. Brilliant switch. Can we hit the high point early? Look how many touches the two wide centre-backs have in the course of the session. You can work as much as possible on the central player, working to get either side. Look, it's good position in there, that's fine. The pitch is nice and wide. Keep playing, keep playing. Which team's a number down? Wait till I take another one out. They'll still be as good. Brilliant, and hold it there. Pinks, what have you got? 7 players, yeah? One of the strikers, where are you? Step off the pitch. 6 of you now. For you 3, start from the keeper down here. It gets even harder. It gets even harder. So, hold it a sec. You have to make sure, listen, if you're starting in those spaces, what are the yellows doing and thinking? If you start in those spaces. So think about that. You really are numbers down. You're 2 versus 3. You are 1 versus 2. You are 3 versus 3 here. You are not in a position to dominate this game, but I know that you will. Okay? Keeper, you've really, really got to make sure as much as possible that if you can't play short, you trust your longer ball into these areas. Okay? Ready? Play. So good to do in training, numbers down, numbers up, all the time. But not just one number, 2 number. Especially within a session, any session you're doing. So these are the sort of sessions we might do on a Wednesday in the early part of the week. So players are really overloaded within that topic they're working on. And yes, it's not going to be easy, but think about it from a simple logical order. If you are putting the numbers down on a regular basis, it will get easier when it's even numbers. And rather than make it easier within the practice, I just keep it hard the whole time. Hit playing. Now we're out. Come on, she needs help. Get round the ball, Pinks. Get round the ball. Are we out? But we've got to take care of it. We've got fewer numbers. Come on, yellows. They're 2 numbers down. We haven't had a single shot on them yet. Keep moving the ball quickly. Pinks, can we transition quickly? So you know, I will use a whistle in these sessions. So if players make slow decisions, turn over the ball. If they make slow decision, turn it over. It's all about the decision making. Fantastic pass. Listen, which teams look most likely to score? The team with the numbers up or the team with the numbers down? Play again, goalkeeper, come on. Last minute. Pinks, I want a goal. Keeper, we need a goal. Brilliant pass. Can we finish? Now we got to get back. Come on, Pinks. Last 30 seconds of the game. It's about winning a national championship, Pink. Today's the day. Can we narrow off from the front, make the pitch narrow, start down here again, we're always going to restart here. Why? We're going to overload the team that's down. What can you do within here? Session can flip it on the head. You can make the opposition do the same thing. I'm just doing it with one team now. Look at them, working on their individual dribble. Can we finish? But you automatically think with 2 numbers down, that team's going to be worse off. But it means that there's a lot of individual decision making in terms of solving individually. Then they have to work on perfect decisions. Question the decisions. Why did players do what they did? Ask them. Come on, I want a goal. I want a goal. Listen, I think the pink team need a round of applause. I do. And so do the yellows. Can we give one for the yellows too? We're a team. Well done. This is UCLA, everyone. All right, thanks for coming. I appreciate it and enjoy convention. Thank you.